If you're going to write a book, you need to read some books. Read books in the genre that you write, but you also need to read some books about writing. And there are a million writing books out there. You don't need to read them all. In this mini-series, I'll help you find writing books that are helpful in whatever writing season you find yourself in. And in this video specifically, I'll share 4 writing books to read when you need writing encouragement. The first book is one of my all-time favorites. It's called Zen and the Art of Writing by Ray Bradbury. And Bradbury had such a passion for writing, and it shows in this short collection of essays on the craft. Here's a quote that really encapsulates Bradbury's mindset. If you are writing without zest, without gusto, without love, without fun, you are only half a writer. It means that you are so busy keeping one eye on the commercial market or one ear peeled for the avant-garde coterie that you are not being yourself. You don't even know yourself. For the first thing a writer should be is excited. The next book is the very popular Bird by Bird by Lamott. I read this book when I first started writing and didn't realize how formative it was in my growth as a writer until I reread it 6 or 7 years later. And there are many practical things and principles that I do today that came from this book. I can't recommend it enough for writers, especially those starting out. Here's one quote from the book. If you are a writer or want to be a writer, this is how you spend your days. Listening, observing, storing things away, making your isolation pay off. The War of Art by Steven Pressfield is also a book you've probably heard of before. This book is full of short, no-frills chapters that will make you want to put the book away and get lost at your keyboard for hours working on your story. In the book, he says, when we sit down each day and do our work, power concentrates around us. The muse takes note of our dedication. She approves. We have earned favor in her sight. When we sit down and work, we become like a magnetized rod that attracts iron fillings. Ideas come. Steal Like an Artist by Kleon is a short, and I mean short, book of little sayings and reminders that will help keep you encouraged that you can, in fact, make art. You can, in fact, write a book. And it is extremely accessible, which makes it a great go-to if you're feeling discouraged creatively. We'll end this video with a quote from Steal Like an Artist that I hope inspires you to work on your book today. He says, "Don't wait until you know who you are to get started." Until next time, jump, build, fly. This video's featured indie book is The Swordsman's Lament by G.M. White. Royal champion and confidant to the king, Belasco thought he was beyond intrigues and machinations, but when the grief-stricken king demands vengeance for his murdered son, Belasco discovers he is expendable. His options are clear: find the killer or die for a crime he didn't commit. Pick up your copy of The Swordsman's Lament today.